Well, it's been probably nearly a year since I've been here, partly because of the road, as you saw. It gets really bad come about October or so when the rains come. It stays bad until all the snow's melted off, but thought I'd give it a try anyway. Back here, saw some of the dirt bike trails. They tear this place up, unfortunately. Another reason why I don't come here in the summertime. I think I'm gonna hang the tent here between that tree and either this stump or that tree right there. So I'll go ahead and get set up, and then definitely need to start off getting some water filtering, because I'm a little thirsty and I forgot to fill the water. Tent set up. Gonna have to go get some firewood soon. This side's a little, probably an inch or two low. May readjust it, we'll see. But thought I'd at least grab a drink of water, sit down for a minute, then go start working on some firewood, get some leaves out of here, get camp really set up. This looks like some premium quality firewood that fell out of this beach behind the camera. Especially this piece, which is perfect size for my stove. This is a little bit big, but I can probably take a few pieces out of this part right here and right here. Solid, dry, this is good firewood. Saw about half to a third of the way through, put it to the underside, and hit. Split wood. This one will hurt because it's short. It'll go eventually. Probably not going to do that though. Maybe it did. Another way to get split wood is to cut about 3/4 of the way through your log, hit this piece, and this bottom part will splinter off and leave you with a piece like this that you can then cut up for more split wood. These little pieces are good for getting a fire going at the beginning. All the jerks putting nails in trees. Stop it. It's killing the trees. But check out what I found in this dead one that fell over here. Bullet, 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 bullet. It's actually kind of cool. Killed this tree. Kind of cool to see all the bullets stuck inside of it. I was able to dig out of that tree. You still see the rifling on the bullets. I've been doing some experimenting. This heat tube has worked pretty awesome. High 103 degrees. It's now bendable with wire to redirect it. It's pretty sweet. Fire is doing horribly. I thought this wood was really good, but it turns out to be pretty awful. It won't burn worth a darn. Occasionally I can get it to flare up, but hardly ever. So I gotta figure out, do I want to let the fire go out, or do I want to try to go out in the dark and see if I can find some good wood? TBD. What the heck is that? I didn't go cut any more firewood, but I found that if I'm running it full out, it kind of sort of burns. I mean, it's decently warm in here. Burns slow enough that this wood should last through the night, but it'll probably be frustrating. So I think I'm gonna get these logs in here, call it a night. Alright, time to get the bed out. Got my heat tube here blowing on my face. Nice gentle heat. Alright, time for bed. Night. Morning. It's 52 degrees at ground level. Slept alright. Woke up a few times, fed the fire. It definitely didn't burn super well. The fan, probably not a positive at night time, because once the fire starts getting low, then it's blowing a cold breeze on your face. So probably won't run that at night anymore, but I do really like it during the daytime, or before I've gone to bed at night. So get the fire going a little better, get some water on, and change back into warmer clothes. See you in a minute. Stacked the wood around the fire or put some underneath the stove, that the preheated wood actually caught fire pretty quickly compared to what I had when it was just laying out. Driving off that surface moisture and preheating it a little bit really helped. Just went down to the river to refill water. That way I have more in so I can cool off my coffee. I can hear the water's boiling, so I think I'm going to make oatmeal today. And then I'll just make it in the pan since I don't have my coffee drink yet. I went and collected a few downed branches. They're not the most dry on the outside, but hopefully they're more dry on the inside. Already seem to be burning better. Trying to warm this place up a bit. "50 at the ground, 105 with the blower. I'd say the fan idea is a success, at least when the heat's running. I should have brought a coat if I was going to go out exploring. Didn't see a whole lot. I did grab this pine knot. These are great for if you have a fire at night, throw them on, lights it up quite a bit. The fat wood soaks into the core here. Most of them weren't very good in this area. The pine knots aren't very good for fat wood. But I thought I'd give this one a try, see if I could get it to light with a spark. Pines around here don't have a whole lot of pine sap to them, so it's hard to find any good fat wood. I've actually never found good fat wood. At best, in a root or in a pine knot, I've found a little bit that it won't light with a spark or lighter, but it's still good for throwing off and getting a fire started, getting it back from coals, or using for light at night. So, it's a dud. Thought it'd be worth a try, though. Beans and chicken. Didn't have time to pack something better. Still a pretty good meal. Kind of my go-to. Not sure I've mixed the two before, but the chicken and the beans together is pretty good. I have quite a bit of both at home, which is why I keep eating it. Plus it's easy. But at some point I want to start upgrading food a little bit. Heat's a little bipolar. Had to damper it down and change into a t-shirt. I'm sure it'll be cold here later. I'll have to put some more wood back in. Probably stay a few more hours and then start packing up. I don't know if you can hear it, but it started sprinkling. The wind's kicked up. Guess I waited a little too long. No cell phone signal here, so couldn't really check the forecast. Guess I'll be hiking out of here with sprinkling on me. I think I'm going to go ahead and pack up. It's about 3 o'clock. It's been a good trip. Good to know that this works pretty well, in particular when you're running the stove well. But man, I just sure had some struggles with firewood this time. It's interesting. I don't usually have that, so it is what it is. Sometimes it happens. You just have to adapt. I pretty much just have the stove and the tent left. I'm going to go ahead and call it a trip, wrap it up before it starts raining too hard. Thanks for joining me on this trip.